Hi, this is CUTV Newsbriefs. I'm Paul Bryan Imperial.
And this is Galit Benrobi. On Sunday, November 10th, 1996, we were glad to cover a comic book convention which was held in the Delta Hotel of Montreal. This convention was organized by a man named Elwin. In this convention, there were booths where comic book collectors and comic book stores sold the books they were collecting and were usually selling. At the conventions, there were thousands of comics books being sold, from DC to Marvel to a variety of Japanese animation comic books. The whole event was not only to discover a wide range of comic books, but also to make lots and lots of money. There were also several comic book artists from Canada and the States who were there to publicize their work. There was also dozens of computers where people could go and use them and play 3D computer games. And there was also Japanese cartoons animations which were subbed and which were being projected in the same convention. If anybody is interested in attending any other animes, you could join or you could go to the Anime Bois de Boulogne at the Cégep of Bois de Boulogne, which is located at 10,500 Bois de Boulogne. This is going to be held November 15th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. There's also another anime called Animorency, which is going to be held at Cégep Montmorency, which is at 475 Boulevard de l'Avenir at room B1346. This anime is going to be held also November 15th from 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Cut. Hi, today we're at the Montreal Comic Book Convention here in the Delta Hotel.
Hi, Elwin.
Hi.
How are you doing, Elwin?
Okay.
We were just wondering what you did for this convention.
Well, basically, it was just a matter of, calling some contacts, in the comic book industry to, bring some of the, popular artists here. Then it was just a matter of, calling a lot of the regular, the dealers that attend these shows on a regular basis. A lot of the people that attend here, have stores. They come here, to be able to sell their goods. So basically, it's just a matter of, giving them a phone call, letting these people know that a show exists, getting them all here.
Who do you want to attract when you actually create these conventions?
Well, I'm aiming for those who are into collectibles. I'm looking for those who, I'm looking for the adult side, those who are trying to, reminisce about their youth, who are buying, Silver Age books, the books that they used to collect as a kid. And well, the newer books are basically, for the younger crowd. But basically, I'm aiming for anybody, that's looking to, collect toys and books and magic,
But I heard that you started collectioning since you were 7 years old. What's your favorite, comic book or anything, or game?
I don't know, I guess it's comic books. I guess I used to, I used to read, the Marvels were probably the most popular. So, probably, the titles like Fantastic Four and Amazing Spider-Man. That's the stuff that I grew up with. So, those are probably, the titles that I like the most.
Since you've been reading since you were really, really small, what do you think about the evolution of, the comic book creation has been gone yet?
Well, basically, it started off, very well in the 60s and the 70s. I guess it sort of died off, and the only attraction really in the 1970s was the work of Neil Adams. Then progressed in the 1980s when Todd McFarlane and Rob Liefeld and Jim Lee started doing books for Marvel, and then went on their own for Image. So I mean, a lot of the companies, a lot of their books have died down, and Image has picked up where the rest of the where the rest of the industries have fallen. I mean, in the 1980s, it used to be a lot of black and white alternate books. They had their phase. A lot of people were collecting them, and then they died off. So I mean, you can tell that the real lasting point is, Marvels and DCs will always be here to say.
Do you do any comic creation? Do you draw? Do you write? Do you fart?
No, I'm not very artistically talented.
But you read a lot, right, about it?
Yeah, well, I've been collecting for a long time. So, I mean, I basically got hooked when, I had to do a project for a humanities course in CJEP on superheroes. And basically, that's when I started getting back into books. For about 10 years, I didn't read any books. You go to a certain phase where you just don't have the time to, you drop out of it. You just don't have any time. And then basically, I restarted reading comic books in CJEP. And I've been collecting ever since.
Randy, what do you have today at your booth?
Well, right now I'm just helping out Mark, but we have a little bit of everything. On this side, it's $1 if it has a sticker. If not, it's 50 cents. Over here is sticker price.
All right. How do you like the conference so far?
I like it. It's much better than the last one. The last one was a little bit on the dead side. So this one I find is much more lively. Okay.
Do you attend conferences often, or?
Yeah, pretty often. Usually I'm not selling it. This is the first time I'm helping out selling. Usually I'm looking around for deals.
Okay.
What do you like reading?
What do I like reading? Anything pretty much that has a female character. Catwoman, except I don't like the way her chest is drawn. If you look at the modern day Catwoman, it's pretty bad. She's all chest and pretty much that's it.
So you're saying these comics sort of stereotype?
Very much. Actually, I like the older stuff better because it has stereotypes in terms of, oh, help me, but at least, at least, she's normally proportioned. Like her chest isn't out to here or something. With Catwoman, it looks like she kind of has watermelons.
What's your favorite female character?
That's hard. There's a lot. I like Catwoman, like the older stuff. There's Black Cat, there's Tigra, there's Mockingbird, which unfortunately they killed off. There's so many. Wonder Woman, the older Wonder Woman. This Wonder Woman, she's half naked. Yeah, it's like she's got a thong, pretty much. It's her uniform.
Didn't she have a skirt a while back?
That was a long time ago. Yeah, like in the 50s, I would think, around then, even maybe before. Okay.
Avez-vous un magasin où vous vendez les bandes dessinées que vous avez ici?
Moi, j'en achète partout, puis moi, j'ai pas de magasin. Moi, je suis comic hunter. Ce que je fais, c'est que je cherche les comics pour les autres, pour avoir le plaisir d'en acheter plus, puis d'en lire plus. Fait que je les achète, puis aussitôt que je les ai lus, je les mets à vendre. Fait que je fournis plein de monde, dont elle.
Puis vous lisiez quoi?
Moi, j'achète tout. J'essaie d'avoir une copie de chaque comic qui existe. Fait que là, je suis rendu à un peu plus de 25 000 comics différents à la maison.
Oui, ça, c'est beaucoup.
C'est beaucoup, ça prend bien de la place puis bien de l'organisation.
Bien de l'argent aussi. Hein?
Non, pas tellement, parce qu'à force de vendre des comics, c'est rendu que ça se paye tout seul. Mais beaucoup de temps. Surtout beaucoup de temps.
We'll be right back after these messages. The Concordia University Services for Disabled Students is always looking for new volunteers. Why, you ask, should you become a volunteer? Well, there are some significant reasons. One, you would help support students with disabilities in reaching their educational goals. You would also encourage and engage in different learning strategies. You would help to enhance their experiences, growth, and empowerment, and help to promote awareness of Concordia's programs for students with disabilities. What kind of volunteer services do they offer, you ask? Well, you can become a reader, a tutor, a transcriber, a note-taker, a research assistant, and a library assistant, a mobility orientator, and you would also help get involved in special assignments for the SDS. Therefore, if you are interested, please visit the Concordia University Services for the Disabled in the Hall Building in location H580, or give them a call at 848-3525. Their office hours are Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Go share the challenge.
Every year, over 38% of Canadian deaths are caused by heart attack and strokes. CPR trainings teaches people how to recognize the signs and symptoms of a heart attack and stroke during an emergency and to act quickly and appropriately. The month of November is CPR Awareness Month. During this month, the Heart and Stroke Foundation, the Life Saving Society, the Canadian Red Cross, the St. John's Ambulance, and CSPS are organizing special events, contests, and training sessions to hype up the awareness of CPR. If you would like more information about CPR Awareness Week, please contact Alice Danjou, who is a communications officer of the Red Cross, at 613-739-2285, or please contact Danielle Côté, who is the manager of communications Heart and Stroke Foundations, at 613-241-4361 at extension number 324.
Are you totally stressed out or have too much anxiety? Well, the Concordia Health Services is offering a stress management workshop planned for November 21st from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon at the Simone de Beauvoir Institute. To register for this workshop, call Health Services at 848-3565 on the Sir George Williams campus and at 848-3575 on the Loyola campus. In the entertainment section, we have two news items of interest, one from Reggie's and the other one from Donald K. Donald and MCA. From Reggie's, we have their schedule. Mondays, it's still Monday Night Football with $6.50 pitchers. Tuesdays, it's a Fine Arts Night, which is supported by FASA, which features music, film, contemporary dance, poetry. There's Wednesdays, live jazz and jam session. Thursdays, it's Crazy Party with champagne giveaway, 3 months Monster Gym Pass, and t-shirts, plus $1.50 tequila. Saturdays, it's staff party night with $2 drinks all night. If it's your birthday, though, come on down to Reggie's for your free birthday pitcher of beer. Of course, you must have your proof of birth. From Donald K. Donald at MCA, we have several schedules of concerts. Counting Crows with Cake, coming in this Tuesday, November 19 at 7:30 p.m. at the Theatre Saint-Denis. Their tickets are $29.50 and $24.50. Eric Lapointe and Thursday, November 21st at 8 p.m. at Le Spectrum for $21.50 plus taxes. Weezer, concert for all ages, is Saturday, November 23rd, 7:30 p.m. at the Metropolis, where the tickets are $29.50. Anne Murray with the Irish Descendants is coming on Saturday, December 14 at 8 p.m. at the Salle Wilfrid Pelletier, Place des Arts. Her tickets are $42.50, $32.50, and $25.50. Celine Dion is coming back to Montreal in the Molson Center Theatre on December 17, 18, and 19 at around 8 p.m. Don Matthew in this week's commentary.
Yesterday I had a class on the 9th floor. It was 8 o'clock, and of course I was late, like usual. And to make matters worse, the escalators weren't working. Like usual, the escalators are never working in this building, and I'm sick and tired and fed up with it. Escalators are meant to be ridden on, not to be walked upon. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I mean, it's supposed to be easier for you to get up the stairs and go to where you're supposed to be going. The school should have some kind of policy of getting the escalators fixed or having someone to check on the escalators regularly. I mean, it's ridiculous that every time you have to go up, one of them is not working and then up turns down and down turns up and vice versa, and which makes everything much more complicated and takes much more time consuming. Yes, every once in a while you'll see someone trying to fix it, but is it really getting fixed? Do we know what's wrong? Do they actually know what's wrong with it? I don't think so. I think we should get a petition to go to the student union or to the faculty or to someone, whoever's in charge of the stupid escalators, and see what the problem is so we can get it fixed. That's it for CUTV Newsbriefs. Thank you for watching and have a great week.
Bye-bye.